Hello everyone, this is your Saturday evening KRQE.com webcast. Here's Chris Gilson with a quick look at the forecast.
We have another chance for some scattered storms as we head into the overnight hours with flash flood watches in effect for central and western New Mexico. Then tomorrow, the chances for storms shifts a little bit further east for eastern New Mexico. We'll still have a chance for a storm here in Albuquerque. Then by Monday, things begin to change. We'll see some drier air work in from the west. Temperatures heating up in the southeast, climbing above average by Tuesday, with only a slight chance for some spot storms over the northern mountains. But by the end of the week, we're talking about a high pressure system pushing off to the east, opening the door for more moisture and, yes, more storms on Thursday and Friday.
That storm knocked out power to more than 30,000 PNM customers. Crews are working around the clock to make repairs. Downed lines forced some businesses to close. As the rain and hurricane-like winds pounded Albuquerque, it left behind a mess outside, downed trees and damaged power lines throughout the metro area. PNM crews were out last night responding to outages, trying to restore power. Businesses went dark, including a pizza place across from UNM, which resorted to using flashlights before it was forced to close early. One of the most significantly damaged areas, part of I-25 near Gilson. PNM says 6 poles were blown over there. The interstate was shut down in that area because of it. PNM says most without power were along the Rio Grande area in Albuquerque, but there were also some in Rio Rancho and the East Mountains, and it's still unclear when all of it will be fixed.
It's a little bit difficult to say because of the number of poles that we have to replace. Unfortunately, there may be still some customers out late into tomorrow afternoon because of the number of poles that we have to replace on some of these transmission lines that are affected.
PNM says nearly 6,000 customers are still without power in the Albuquerque area, and they're asking customers to be patient. The storm also left tens of thousands of dollars in damage across the metro area, and today major cleanup is underway. Albuquerque Fire is still totaling up those damage estimates, but even from Thursday's storm, the city said it spent at least $500,000 to clean that up. And Friday's storm was, of course, even worse. Sky News 13 got a good look at a lot of the damage today, starting at the Double Eagle Airport. Wind gusts of more than 80 miles an hour blew the doors off this giant hangar. The storm also brought down plants and trees all over the metro area. Hyder Park in the southeast saw these large, healthy trees uprooted. Massive damage at the zoo as well, forcing it to close today, but the city says it will be fully open tomorrow. The storm hit after 7 o'clock when a concert was in full swing at the zoo. People had to leave because trees were just coming down. Albuquerque city officials said today while this storm wreaked havoc, emergency crews handled it well. APD had about an extra 100 people on shift, helping people late into the night.
It will be, but you know, very early on in the administration, I sat down with Chief Breen and Chief Schultz, and I said, listen, if there's a fire in the Bosque, if there's a natural disaster, if there's an emergency in our town, we don't ever want to look back and say we under-resource that. Let's get the resources out there. We've got, we're very good at budgeting. We're very fiscally responsible. We'll figure it out.
More damage here in the Mesa del Sol area. Chairs from a concert overnight were tossed throughout the field. This storm, of course, caused plenty of problems for many at home, too, with roofs being blown off and trees falling on cars. AFD says the high water caused about 24 cars to stall throughout the metro area last night. No one was injured. Stay with KRQE for more news and weather updates. I'm Kayla Ayres. Thanks for logging on.